This is kind of interesting as well. This is Week 9 ESPN preview of the Browns-Chargers game. Chargers storyline to watch. And listen to this, G. Bush. We're going to say fewer than 200 yards and not mention Deshaun Watson in it. After throwing for fewer than 200 yards in each of his first 4 games this season, Justin Herbert heads to Cleveland on a 3-game stretch of averaging 288 yards per game. Cleveland has allowed 200-plus passing yards 4 times. Browns storyline. Jameis Winston transformed the offense in his first start, 334 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Is his performance sustainable? Sunday's matchup against Chargers, the best defense Cleveland has faced to date, will be telling. LA's defense hasn't allowed more than 13 points, or is allowing 13 points per game. The other thing is, the Chargers have played Patrick Mahomes and a bunch of kind of mediocre quarterbacks. So that I would put that caveat on it. But you know, we've been killing Deshaun Watson for throwing for under 200 yards a game. Justin Herbert went 4 straight without doing it as well.
Yeah, look, you know, they without the first few games, you take a look at who they're playing, and they haven't really played any world beaters. And you know, the thing about it is the offense hasn't been that great. You know, we talked about it in the opening segment where you look at what they had. Traditionally, they've had guys on the outside that can make plays. You know, and have guys in the running back, and they've been more dynamic in years past. This year is more of a different type of skill set that they're looking to run. And to be truthful, it plays into the Browns' hands, especially if you can get Denzel Ward, who may be trending in the right direction of playing. Now you got an opportunity to have your best corner on the field, and see if you can stop the run and get after him. I think this lines up in a nice game for the Cleveland Browns. And watch for Myles Garrett. I think Myles Garrett was hurt more in the beginning of the year, but just like Nick Chubb, I think he's going to do a better job of getting. He was still in the backfield last week, still graded high according to PFF. But this is a week where if you get a team that wants to be physical and you get them in a predictable down and distance, I think this is the week where you might be able to see if Myles Garrett get 2-3 sacks and kind of run it up a little bit, get those sack totals up a little bit and just give them some pressure. And I also think about it like this. The defense is going to be, and they played much with a renewed sense of energy and effort against Lamar Jackson last week. People are going to, you know, people talk about how bad Ravens defense is. Ravens were playing lights out before they played the Cleveland Browns. They were playing like one of the best teams in the NFL. Lamar Jackson, people talk about him getting another MVP. So the Browns defense is coming off a game where they got some confidence to them. And trust me, when you got a quarterback on the other end of the spectrum where you know you got Nick Chubb that's trending in the right direction, the offensive line is now all of a sudden getting healthy, and they know that they can put up points in over 200 yards, trust me, those guys are going to play with a little more energy and effort. I think this game being at home, I think this is a game the Browns could be really do something and get a win here, especially given the fact that offense, defense, complementary football looks a lot better given the fact that the offense is doing their thing as well.